Hello, hello everyone. Hello Zena. Hello Valentine. Hello Bono. Welcome. Alright. So I forgot to download Doki Doki, so I just did it. Anyways, I was still outside for like the past 1 hour, so I couldn't come for stream in time, which is why it's like 30 minutes late today. But it's fine. How are you guys doing? I hope you've been well. I'm gonna start up the game as well. I remember playing Doki Doki until the second poem. And now we're back at the grind. Full screen. I know that it can be disturbing at some point. But we'll see when it happens. There we go. Let me just try to fix this. Yeah, looks good. Looks good. The game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Oh! Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a safe experience playing this game. For content warnings, please visit. Well, chat, you've heard them. Oh, by playing Doki Doki Literature Club, you agree that you're at least 13 years of age and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. I agree. Can't be that bad, right? This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed, and it's so loud. Alright. Making subtitles is an endurance quest. Why? Please enter your name, Jesse. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. My respected people subtitling long videos. I get that. I did my subtitles on my TikToks and it's awful. I had to like replay the same voice thingy like 10 times simply because I mess up once or twice. It's such a pain. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me off, I can't read today. Hello, Shiloh, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and I lay in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. Ah, ah, I overslept again. Me too. Shiloh, how are you doing? I hope you've been well. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Jesse. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird and I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. I mean, I know a person like that. Whatever you say, Sayori. I'm good, just stressing about finals. Right, you're on your finals this year. Good luck. When are they? When are your finals? We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Jessie, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Eh, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. On the 14th, 16th, and the 24th of May, I assume. Yeah, of May. Good luck. Actually, finals, you should be able to do them. They're easy. Um, School after finals would be a pain though. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. We'll see. You got this. You got this. Sayuri likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Thanks, no worries. I'm sure you got this. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a need in a few years because you're not used to the real world. Is a need like a nerd? Or like someone who like stays at home the whole time? Is that what a need is? Let me Google that. Need. Typically an adult girl around the age of 18-25, a need not in training, education, or employment are usually basement dwellers who have the messiest rooms. I see. Why an adult girl though? Urban Dictionary. Alright, we move on. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. That's probably relatable to you. It's not. I was outside just now. For like good 3 hours or so. 1 hour. I don't know. I mean, I'll be employed next year. No, this year even. This year in September. So it doesn't even count. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why did I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants us to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? What if you could come to my club? Sayori. Yeah? There is no way I'm going to your club. Mini. Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Why is this so hard to pronounce? Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday we'll bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Hehehe. Sayori. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as they've planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? I will too, TBH. Yay, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori. Jade, thank you for redeeming Hydrate! I actually do not have any water here, so hold on. I'll be right back and grab myself some water. Let me actually get my beer back screen. Alright. I got myself some water. Oh, wrong screen. Hold on. There we go. Alright, I hydrated. Thank you for redeeming Hydrate. Oh no, with the watermelon emote. Actually, I should probably put some background music while playing this. Alright, I found some copyright-free lo-fi music. We're just gonna turn that on in the background. Alright, I think that should work. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being genuinely used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Wait, actually, can we get a quick shoutout for Bono before I forget? And Bono, how are you doing? I hope you've been well. Thank you for the shoutout. Everyone, new member is here. I told you don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. I want to romance her. I want to romance her. She is so pretty. Sayuri always says nice things about you. Oh, it's the party. It is real. I am. Who is real? Seriously, you brought a boy? You're drinking alcohol right now? Oh, I see. Lama. Wait, what? Maybe. Wait, are you at a party right now? What? Bono drunk right now. Is he? Way to kill the atmosphere. It's just me, Panda, and Harry in my kitchen. Ah, I see, I see. Ah, Jesse, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club, but Panda is going through it right now, not gonna lie, he is. How much are you guys drinking? What the fuck? All words escape me in this situation. This club. It's full of incredibly cute girls. Absolutely. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. So many pretty girls on my screen. I sure hope it doesn't get very sad and dark in this adorable game. I hear it will get sad and dark, I'm sorry. Although I don't know what is happening though, I just know it can get really depressing. But Star, welcome to my stream. Hello, hello, how are you doing? Panda had like 940% shots, so did I. Guys, that is not healthy, is it? I mean, who am I to talk? I've done probably worse. Wishing you guys for a quick recovery. Keep going, you're still standing. Valorant stream was so much worse. Yeah, it was. Natsuki, I'm still standing. Maybe not anymore soon. And I'm still not doing very well, which is why I'm mostly lurking lately. My elderly cat is very sick. Oh no. I hope your cat recovers. I really hope. And I hope you're doing better soon. You got this. Better than I'll ever be. Yes. Jeez, we have only alcoholics in my chat, what? I hope so too. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Believe, trust. It will be possible, for sure. The girl of the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and turns back towards the other girls. Imagine drinking. Exactly. Imagine drinking. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Oh, well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Jessie. Monika smiled sweetly. Monika is so cute. Maybe I'll go romance her instead. She is so cute. We don't know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically complete out of my league. Damn. Boy, your self-esteem is not that great, huh? So having her smite me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Jessie. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I get a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? Never mind, she's my type. Making tea? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ooh-ah! 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 Natsuki lifts the foot off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I'm craving for cupcakes now. I don't have any at home. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, and I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. But why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Yeah, she said tsundere. It gives me nostalgia. Made them for you or anything. Tsundere behavior. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you. No, you, dummy. Alright, alright. If I ever met a tsundere in real life, that would give me the biggest ick. There are like people who would act all out like a real tsundere anime, and it gives you like goosebumps thinking about it. But there are like also people who just don't want to admit that they like them, so they like try to deny everything. I think that is good. But like, yeah. These kind of tsunderes, if I ever met them, I would yell. I'd run. This heart of a tsundere is just not it exactly. I would just run and cry. They aren't taking hints, rejects them. But like low-key tsunderes are just cute. They are! But not these. No, not the extreme ones. I think the low-key ones are cute too. Yes. Yeah, you get me. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. I have found my people. I got you. Will you be playing Wuthering Waves on Steam in 2 weeks? I will, definitely, yeah. I wanna try it out. Me and Jet have formed a new bond, a love for tsunderes. Child nice. Are you planning to play it too? I think most people will. Wuthering Waves seems like such a cool game. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. We keep a whole tea set in this classroom. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? It does. It definitely does. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri is just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted? Yuri looks away. Oh, insulted even. That's crazy. I meant that, you know? I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. Me too, I enjoy tea as well. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica rises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So it made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Walter Cosmic, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. And Zill, hello! How are you doing, Zill? Monica's hot, she is. She's so cute. Can we get a quick shout out for Zill? Zill, I hope you've been well. I could just lurk in your stream yesterday because I was playing something at the same time, so I couldn't really listen. I appreciate it, no worries. I appreciate you doing the same for me as well. What's up? How you liking the game so far? The game's cute. The girls are really cute. I liked it. Now I'm here, rah, yeah! The girls are pretty cute. I just know it has like a really tragic ending, but I don't know the glimpse of it. The game is cute, Arson. I mean, it looks cute right now. Although I did get a warning of disturbing content. So, maybe not anymore soon. It's a bit where it will get more disturbing. Yeah, I've seen it in the warnings. Already excited for it. Yeah, give it about 15 to 30 minutes. Say less. Say less. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happily here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. If she doesn't get on the poems somehow, you can get stuck on the poems. That's like a thing. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? Technically, you could. What are the chances for me to stuck in a poem? Not the poems. Is it? Am I getting stuck on a poem if it doesn't make any sense? Is that it? Wait, are the poems bad? Wait, I remember playing it once, but I only played up until the second poem. Or before the second poem. I have written one poem whatsoever. You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Ahaha, well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And I can't talk today, what is happening? Alright. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Give me a sec. I like this little flowery cup holder for teas. Oh yeah, there we go, I found them. Work, good luck at work! Bunny, hello, welcome to the stream! Oh, thank you for the lurk, Sina. I saw you mentioning you'll see me tomorrow on my stream schedule yesterday. It made me so happy. I was like, I'm so excited! Can we get a quick shout out for Bunny got lost as well? She's such a sweetheart and plays Valorant too. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. Thank you, Valentine. Bunny, how are you doing? Cute Valorant PNG as well. Exactly. Oh, Walter, thank you for redeeming Hydrate. I'm gonna drink something. Yeah, stay hydrated, right? Thank you, I appreciate it. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. But many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. Oh, thank you for redeeming posture check. Yeah, I'm sitting straight. Thank you. And sit up straight? I will. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we all can really grow this club before we graduate. Please, wrecked everyone. Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls are all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of English enthusiasm before literature. So Jesse, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Actually, what I want to know is the release date of Wuthering Waves. I can't put it in my stream. (22nd May). That would be 6 p.m. my time. I could definitely play that. Give me a sec, my friend just called me. Give me a quick second. Alright. I had to give my friend a verification code. Considering alright, no, I have read that one before. Manga. I'm utter credit to myself. Half joking. Netsuke suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is especially impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up when she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Ah, I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level. I just read Yuri Makasabi having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal? Surreal? Horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki eyes dart over me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri sits up behind Natsuki and puts her head on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you read your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Ah, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sat in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Uh, um, yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Jesse? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I will join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Bessie... You all... That's peer pressure and guilt tripping. Peer pressure and guilt tripping. I'm defenseless. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is a prize, I need to pen order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Girly boss techniques, exactly. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wrapped her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then it makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Oh, give me a quick second. There we go. Guess setting, is that something that you made up? Don't be silly. We all know that we have your best interest in mind. My bad. I guess gaslighting just doesn't exist anymore, guys. What even is gaslighting? Y'all are delusional. What can I say? Monica looks over at me once more. Jesse, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. It never existed, silly. Exactly. Sorry, I was just being delusional. I was just making up some kind of word to justify myself. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my medicore writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Jessie, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, Mike as well. Yay! Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? I think the answer will be no, but whatever floats your boat. Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of the girls. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess let's start with writing a poem tonight. Alright, my throat was hella dry, so I had to drink again. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poems the most. Wanna go for Monica. So... how do I know what she likes? Alright, we do comfort? Horror is what she liked to read. Huh. Probably... memories are secretive. I do memories. Depression, imagination, judgment, jump, bubbles, pleasure. Imagination. How am I supposed to know what she likes? Let me save that actually. Save. What do we do? Right, we do a dark horror? Infinite summer anime adventure, vertical vibrant vanilla, friends, cute, extreme. Probably adventure for fantasy world? Question mark. Scary music found incapable fear, explode, hurt, fester, romance. She likes romance novels. No, it was fantasy. It wasn't her like romance. Oh my god, my mind. Melody, ribbon, nature, destiny, uncanny, tragedy, or destiny, philosophy. Alright, we do peace, passion, and she's very passionate. Dream, Naked, brief aura, fantasy. Bliss, email, okay. Probably universe. Hope, love. Fireflies? What are all these? Misfortune? Determination? Uh, Hopeless? Peaceful? I don't know what she likes. It's so captive. Intellectual. Hi again, Jesse. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha. Don't. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Jesse. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive head into making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. And I can't speak. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sawyer told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. And I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. MMM. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying moniker and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki pops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Jesse always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Alright, I won't. I'm a sheet. Alright. She absolutely was busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Arson? 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 Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come you and Jesse can become good friends too? Uh, um, Sayori. Hmm? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to weird situations she just put me into. Oh, you even bought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori. Huh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. I I don't really know how to feel about overly shy people. Some of them are cute, but I don't really like to push people into doing something they don't like. I don't I think me and super shy people will not work well. Sayuri made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, but it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. She is just like me! Every time I recommend someone like a manhwa or a manga, I'm like, if you want to, like we can discuss about it. Like I love talking about them. But most people are like they like read it once and then never speak about it again. And I'm like I don't want to talk about it. This is... How's this girl accidentally being so cute, right? You make a combo about it yourself. I mean, I usually do. I usually talk only to Xena about it. Yuri, a certified cutie, exactly. She's so cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Here. Well, you can read it. Jesus, my throat. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But it doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related to myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me. But I'm feeling too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and listen up on Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival's our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? We just need a way... We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sarah is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Haha, good thinking! Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. It wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is, then. I'm hungry. Me too, I'm hungry too! Anyway, we still need to work out on the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies an expected reason I admire her. Unlike me who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it will be like to see the world through her eyes. Wow! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait, actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. Hehehe. It's what I do best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're so oversleeping every day, aren't you? Eh? Not every day. It's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? That's it's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayari, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayari glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Ah, I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Actually, I tried to wipe off. Speak? Jesse speaking English? Hello? I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh, the angle, jeez. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these things. Who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. Don't make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we were like this. Aren't you? Uh, I guess. Hey, be careful, the button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Why isn't she doing that herself? Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. Ooh. It's not worth it at all. Blushing. Embarrassed. It do be like that. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arm around and twirls around. I think I've read that wrong, but we keep moving on. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying like... and why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend and he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you'd take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Please. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Ah, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Monica suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! Jesse, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I felt to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem? Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri. Yuri seems to be the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Hmm. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Um. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. Is this your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds a train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I hope that everyone else in the club gives you available feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Biased? How? Uh, um, well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Or, Ghost Under the Light, I can read out of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bath. Calm. Breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickens. I flicken back. That is actually a really good poem. Interesting. I am sorry to have such a terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read the script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Her handwriting is pretty, I agree. Eh, that's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I am really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Jesse. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experience in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn than putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. But it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Alright, next one is Monica. Hi Jessie. Having a good time so far? Ah, yeah, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Oh, alright. Of course I'll be afraid to bring this up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want me to share your poem with me? Of course I want to. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ahahaha. Don't worry, Jesse. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of a barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Mm-hmm. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like. Alright, maybe my poem is more dedicated to Sayori. I didn't know what Yuri liked, but I guess. You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sorts of things in common. Ah, well, we may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Hmm. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Hmm. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Ahaha, I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Ahahaha. Ahahaha. Anyway, you do want to read my poem now. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. It doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall, it couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle produced? A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. A real, a real blind. Like a film left out in the sun, but it's too late. My red, what? Retinas. Huh. Already scourged with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole, it wasn't too bright, it was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. Is that a horror poem or what is this? God, that's also a good poem. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. I'm sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Ahaha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Uh, well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently? Recently? It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany. What is that? Time to Google. Epiphany.
Epiphany.
Epiphany. Alright, epiphany. Oh. Alright, I know what it means now. Alright. I had to translate it real quick. Epiphany. Interesting. I didn't know it was called like that. Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here is Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thank you for the advice. Alright, we go with Sayori next. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Jessie. Eh, I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why, because I have no idea what I like either. Ahahaha. Jeez, Yuri's opinion was more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Jessie poem! And it makes it feel extra special. Like I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I can't laugh. Alright. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you though in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but it doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Jessie. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. It's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Hehe. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. The fact that the top the top until this part, it's a secret but I trust you too, was so good. But then this part, I want breakfast. Honestly, same. Same. I want breakfast too. I want breakfast so real, exactly. Honestly, I think she was just hungry this morning. And just wrote the poem in like this bit of like, so yeah, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? That's what I'm saying. No, just a little bit. You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night, but at least it makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean, I still tried my best. Ah, yeah, I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Ehehe. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Ah, yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, Natsuki's the last person. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you being so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feelings in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. You're like a bunch of Chinese proverbs to each other. Your mom though. They do? Writing is silly a good chunk of the time. I'm not sure. I have never really read a Chinese poem before. Wait, I will look it up. Actually, that sounds interesting. Writing is a silly a good chunk of the time. Yeah. I mean, there are people who can just put their thoughts into writing. I have a friend. She doesn't really express her feelings that much, but she will write like love letters to her boyfriend from time to time to express her feelings or when she's upset. I think that's such a cool thing to do if you like don't know how to express yourself to other people. Wait, that's good, right? As far as I remember, he still keeps like these poems, these love letters in a little box. I have seen like a few love letters she wrote in class, but not all of them. And I think that's amazing. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect it from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I will too, but damn, if only. Honestly, I feel like I can't really put my thoughts into words or at all. I don't think I would. But I think it would be nice to receive. But my friend and her boyfriend, like I think it's their second year together, like their second year anniversary. And I think it's amazing they still do that and stuff. The chemistry is still there, and I think it's so cool. I decided to humor her with that last comment. Sobbing. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there is no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Good luck with stream. Gonna go weed out the backyard. Alright, good luck with weeding out the backyard. I think you'll need it. Have fun if you can. Thank you for your stopping by. Thank you for talking to me. I appreciate it. Take care. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri's something. I couldn't read it on time. Actually, history. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They generally exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems, and they read it in tandem. I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furry in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Oh, did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess I could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute! Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it and Jessie did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestion of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon. Unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Jesse liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Jesse appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. You... is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Jessie started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Jessie, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have been happening in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted? for no reason. The meaning should just jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Why is talking so hard today? I feel like every time I read out a story game, I just can't talk anymore. Help me explain that to her, Jessie. But wait, there's a reason why. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Jessie? Um, well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course it's going to be, help me, Sayori. I don't want to decide between girls. Then Natsuki closely drying the words out my mouth. Instead I turned to Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defensive that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori. Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Jessie, well, that's her problems, isn't about her. I agree, it's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yana Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? You're listening to yourself. This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautifully pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? But because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that, and Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori. Sayori stands triumphantly. Jesus. I was pretty sure I pronounced that wrong, but anyways. Monica stands behind her with bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing for me. Ahahaha. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess it just means that Yuri's amazing her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get hurt. I would hate to see her get herself hurt. It makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiled sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Jessie, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. Their poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those who I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Jessie, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Ehehe. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No, no, no. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Jesse, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone likes you too. That's... She's such a small bean of sunshine. I love Sayori so much. Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I say that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Alright. Um, I'm still not sure what she likes. Let me save that again. Ah, and Fulgent. Melancholy. Existence? Blanket, prayer, fluffy, climax. Uh, anxiety, grief, promise, eternity. Burn desire, pure, spinning family comfort and fable cloud, desire. Hopeless, fear, mouse, pincing, horror. Unrequited rev, tenacious, sugar, daydream, fester, boop, jumpy, marshmallow. Ref. Misfortune, unending, vivacious, secretive, fireworks, analysis. Analysis. Unrestrained. Childhood? Oh, yeah, right. She's our childhood friend. Uh, incapable. She likes the fancy words. Incongruent. I don't even know what it means, but yeah, she will like an imagination. Wonderful. Doki Doki. Uh, we do insight and determination. Extraordinary. Uh, ambient philosophy. I think I think you will like this one. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi Jesse, yo Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. It's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always a simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh, that's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why that all of a sudden? No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Ah. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only two small coins fall out. She's just like me for real! I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money to buy in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I could lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so that only leaves the one option. Wah, I give up. That make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Ahahaha. Yuri suddenly giggles. Eh? I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in a book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Jessie to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a Mishu's little stuff like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Ah, I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. That's... There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad and I have to accept the retribution. That. So coming from you, Sayori, I guess there is a little devil inside of us. Inside all of us, isn't there? Is that foreshadowing? Is that foreshadowing of the tragedy that will happen? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me into the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give more credit than that, Sayori. What? Yeah. Out of somewhere, something smacks Sayori in the face, tumbles onto the desk. Ow, what was... Eh? A cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is that a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worse than your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours look really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes to Natsuki and wraps her arms around her. Jeez, I get it, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori is off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Safety. Speak, Jessie, speak! You and I love as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Eh? Natsuki glances around. Me. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope I pronounced your name right. Where is Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chooses to club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. But boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. Ah, I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. That's. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yeah, that sounds cool. I'd look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Jessie. Monica smiled sweetly. I didn't mean to pressure anything like that. Ahaha, don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love to. I I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. Actually, let me see. How long is the game, anyways? How long is Doki Literature Club? The main stories are around 4 hours and 23 minutes, considering that I read everything out loud and talk to chat too. Will take around 5 hours, which is. I'll do 2 parts. I'll stream the last part of Doki Doki next week again. Or there's also main story and extras, which will take 6 hours. And to complete everything will take 8 hours. And all playstyles is 5 hours and 28 minutes. Interesting, alright. Oh, yeah, I'll do 2 streams with Doki Doki. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave at Sayori's mischievous escape escapade escapade. Oh, I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori-sama already finished the entire cooking. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki has appeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and her eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper into her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I muttered this, sensing it made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed it in the first place. But I'm just rereading it. I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Ah, well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the bag. The book is tilted Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so the dark turn came from nowhere. Ahahaha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Jesse? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals and their philosophy that they believe in. And suddenly when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. No, I get that. Me when manhwas. Me when I talk about Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Guys, you guys should read Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. The web novel. The webtoon is good, but the web novel. It's so good. It's so good, guys. I could I could probably do like a stream and talk about it for 1 hour straight without being tired of it. I could analyze the whole thing step by step to why it's like that. I love Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. And please stop me if I start talking too much. That's... I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. If I ask how much you better... If I ask you how much better the novel is compared to the manhwa, how much would you yap? The thing is with the novel and manhwa is the manhwa art style does justice to the novel, but there are simply not enough details. The manhwa left a few details out. Not even a lot, it's just a few. But it's enough to make the impact to make it like impact less than the novel. For example, right? The chemistry between the main protagonist and the like main character, right? The main character and like the original main character is so much more visible in the novel. And there's like, so much more chemistry, but in the webtoon, it's just like there is nothing. I'll tell the details later then. Sure. But like just it didn't really cover much details. So I don't really read the webtoon anymore. I'll just wait until it stacks and read it. But I'll probably just get frustrated because they didn't cover enough details. The least I can do is to listen. It's a literature club after all. Ah, that's... Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it. Right? You don't have to. Ah, what are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little bit apprehensive. That's... I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just that... It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. But just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I opened the book and started the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. Monica DDLC22, who doesn't love some tea and a good book in the club room? Exactly! Hello, first time chatter, by the way. Welcome, welcome. Honestly, Yuri, I love Yuri. I love her character. I love tea and I love books. Totally can relate. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from a book instead. So sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I think you like the DDLC just a hunch. Lol. I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I set my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Uh, I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Just maybe. Is the DDLC good? Like, is it worth it? I haven't finished the game yet, but if I like tend to enjoy the ending of the game, I will buy the DDLC. I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Well, I found it to be very fun playing both for the first time. Gotcha. Alright. Then it's settled. I'll buy the DDLC. Ah, I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That's why I turn a page and Yuri sights it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? Eh? To turn the page. Ah, sorry. I think I got a little bit distracted for a second. I glanced over at Yuri's face again and our eyes met. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. Ah, that's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I am ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they are kind of reminiscent. Oh, I can't speak. Actually, I'm gonna remove the wine glass because I don't. It's not a drinking stream anymore. There we go. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment, but Jessie, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Uh, Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her fog. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. Hmm. In this in that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It will be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first two chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Who should I show my poem first? Yuri, of course. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Jessie, how did you pick on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly shallow swallows. Even her hand appears sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really, I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you? If it's with you? The raccoon. It happens in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scattering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my hungry my hungry curiosity. The raccoon and urge. The bread, my hugging curiosity, the raccoon and urge. The moon in I cannot read that. Its face and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eye of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Oh, oh, perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to follow me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavilion conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feel myself again. I thought the rush of blood meant she just murdered the raccoon, but it's just the bread. And thank you for redeeming hydrate. I'm gonna drink something. Alright, there we go. Thank you. And I feed myself again. Um, I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's the sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So sometimes I enjoy. So can't speak. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? But because they're embarrassing, and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Jesse? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities. Even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, I had learned to embrace my own weirdness. I will probably hate myself. Oh, after all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Who should I show my poem next? Monica. Hi again, Jesse. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. Haha, I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, great job, Jesse. I was going in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts up when I put in some effort. Ahahaha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. Nuances? Nuances? Question mark? I don't know. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has this point. I never really asked though. Oh, Keto Defi, thank you for dreaming stretch. Alright, I'm gonna stretch myself. Honestly, I haven't stretched since yesterday. I don't know. Just Keto's okay. Gotcha. Keto. Hello, you. Hello, welcome to my stream. First time chatter. How are you doing? Wait, I hope I pronounced keto right, or is it keto? Keto. Keto? Keto? And also hydrate. I just hydrated, but thank you. I hope you've been well. I hope your day has been well. How are you doing? Don't worry much. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. Doing good for now, and you with the reading. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing good. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. I keep struggling to read out loud sometimes because I misspeak or like mispronounce stuff. Alright, let's take a look. Save me, the colors, they won't stop. Bright and beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sign, tangent. A welcome of read something for almost an hour. uh, indeed. Like playing a chalkboard for a turntable, like playing a windmill on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. That's so complex. I did not understand that poem. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Ahahaha. I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's hard for me to tell what it's about though. Ahahaha. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway. Have you not noticed? Yes, I speak so my typing is hard to. I mean French. I do speak French. Ah, gotcha. No, it's all good. Don't worry about it. French is such a hard language though. I took like a practice, how do you call it, like a practice lesson for French. To see if I wanna take French classes. But I was struggling so bad. The French. Anyway, here is Monica's writing tip of the day. I want to teach you how to say some words then. Nah, it's all good. I am taking Spanish classes now. And Spanish is already a pain. I know to say bonjour. Je m'appelle Jessie. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind. Or when something unexpected may happen. Good. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? Ahahaha. That's my advice for today. Thank you for listening. Thanks for listening. You're welcome. Thanks for the advice. Next one will be Sayori. Oh, I like this one, Jessie. It has some nice feelings in it. Ah, I'm glad. Still though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess it cocked me. Sometimes, you know me a little. Speaking. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. But don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No, no. I still like this one, I promise. I wouldn't lie to you, Jessie. Never, ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I just go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying my feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Uh, why don't you at least try giving it some thought? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you're always thinking about other people, so you need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little, sometimes a little bit of both. There is a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like the things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. Yes, the word is balls. What word? And make a nice happy rainbow. Sayori, that's unexpectedly poetic. Poetic? It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Jessie. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there is no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all of and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Alright. Happy Fox, Happy Fox. Happy Fox, Happy Fox, Happy Fox, and bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friend looked through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up, and in come my friends. If they come in such hurry, do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pulled them from my shelf, one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy fogs, happy fogs, happy fogs, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Damn. I think Sayori is not fine. I think she is not fine at all. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Nah, she's fine. Is she now? Monica fucked me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. That's what I'm saying. You do not sound fine, Miss Girly. Yeah, don't worry about it. Worry about what? Oh, you guys actually can see my Steam thingy when my friends are online. Can I disable it somehow? On my Steam? Uh, yes, but I don't know how. I'll figure it out after stream. Creepy. Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Ahaha, don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always had a habit of getting obsessed with someone before dropping it no more than a week later. I'm kinda like this too. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. I get that. Alright, last one is Natsuki. Hmm. I liked your last one better. Eh, really? Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little bit. Yeah, well, yeah, I can tell you were a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. It fell flat. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring it all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy and it more than just by using annoying and complicated language. My bad, jeez. Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri is head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that bullshit. Aha. Make your reader look so hard for all this meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Or anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. If I ever met her, Ariel, I would not get along with her. I would not get along with her. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks a lot about spiders. What if her friend starts to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world's better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Miss Ma'am has some issues. Yeah, alright. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. Number one Spider-Man hater for real. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. It helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my... It doesn't matter, it can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out they'd make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Huh? That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah, she said her poem was about an unusual hobby for hers. I... That is a lot of spiders, indeed, yeah. I agree. Spacey Kiki, thank you for the new follow, I appreciate it. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there is anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behavior and stuff, I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Okay everyone, we're all done reading each other poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. I'm rendering the video edited. I had to cut some of it to save sanity from subtitles. That's fine. Okay, that's great and all. But it doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I forgot about it yesterday. We're going to be performing. Performing? Oh, Monica. Yeah, we're going to having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So Yara is putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. So Yara, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't really start putting those posters up, did you? Ah, well I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until a couple of days before. It's a lot to ask them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone that what literal what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right, and it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others, to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get over with. Alright, phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. Ahahaha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry, I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Ahaha, of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. I don't know. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Ahaha, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Wah! Yuri is fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches the sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called The After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp, symbolic syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she what is that word? With perfect timing. You know what?
Enunciates. Enunciates.
Enunciates. The poem is moved to its end and turns an instructor that she enunciates.
Enunciates.
Enunciates of perfect timing. Oh god. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is done. Yuri steps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As they applaud, Yuri holds a poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. So Yuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one is called My Meadow. Ahaha. Sorry, I giggled. Hehehe. So Yuri. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it will come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Someone feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gave it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori means when she said she likes the poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Ehehehe, even Jessie liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. Noah, thank you for redeeming Hydrate! Yeah, I'm gonna drink something real quick. Alright. Thank you! How are you doing, Noah? Can we get a quick shout out for her? The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I'm doing better. Came to lurk here. Thank you for coming to lurk. I'm glad you're doing better. I'm glad you're doing good. How was your day? But it might be that other poems wouldn't work as quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. How are you? I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Day was fine too. Miss you guys. Aww. That's so sweet. Oh, ad break. I don't... Wait, are you in ads right now, Noah? In case you didn't, I missed you too! They made a little... I've read that before. Oh, I know what you mean. That's well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. No, save us, Ara. No, save us, Ara. Kidnap us? Oh, wait, kidnap you from what? What? From the ads? I don't think I can kidnap you from the ads. I'm sorry. It's gonna keep chasing you until the end. Okay, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Jessie. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Jessie lower everyone's standard a little before I have to do it. Damn, jeez. Alright, girl. Natsuki. It's fine, it's fine. Noah, thank you for lurking, I appreciate it. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Now we're back from the ads. Yes, hell yeah, welcome back. Alright then, that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is it's called, but why are you looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she is still a little uneffused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well even spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. I am hungry. my stomach keeps rumbling. She hops back to her seat. It wasn't bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it will be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets. Let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Oh, is the OG MC interested in Monica instead? Ready to go, Sayori? Yep, look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Hehehehe. Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Jesse, you don't even have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri also walks home. Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? How about you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Seems so cute, because I agree. I will walk... Oh, can I just walk with both of them? I mean, I would still walk with you, Sayori. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. Yeah, exactly! And don't ditch my friends. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Jessie. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri will deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sayori, I have already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating on something that never is going to happen? Hmm. The conversation trails off, and I can't speak. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright, we will save for today. Quit. Quit. Alright, there we go. And yeah. That's it for today's stream. That's the first part of Doki Doki Club, and I will continue next week again. And thank you everyone for joining today. I appreciate it. I appreciate you listening to all of my rambles and reading out loud and mispronouncing things. But anyways, let me get my raid command ready and let's search for someone to raid. Thank you for the stream, Jesse. Thank you for coming, Jade. Thank you for coming, everyone. I appreciate it. Nani, I'm going to raid someone. Let's see who though. Who is online? Oh, talking about it, me and Vixie have a collab tomorrow, so we might as well just raid her today. Alright, let's do this. There is my raid message. I'll be streaming tomorrow at 5 p.m. my time again. 5 p.m. CST. Don't starve together with Vixie, who I'm going to raid now. Well, thank you for the stream. Thank you for coming, Keto. I appreciate it. And I'll